Okay, I had a dream where I was in a van going to work, like building work, construction work, and in the dream there was no one in the driver's seat, but it was God. I knew it was God that was in the driver's seat, and I was quite comfortable, and I was just driving to work, and I looked past him, and I saw on the hillside these half-pipe corrugated fallout shelters being built, like being turned out in some kind of big site producing these fallout shelters, like the kind of things you used to get in the Second World War. And I said to the driver, who was God, why is everyone building these, why are they building these fallout shelters? Why is everyone getting these fallout shelters? And he said to me, because the Buddhists are waiting for Maitreya, and the Jews are waiting for their Messiah, and the Muslims are waiting for the Mahdi, the Illuminati are waiting for the New World Order, the environmentalists are waiting for environmental collapse, New Agers are waiting for the New Age, and then he said, and we are waiting for the wrath of God. And I just woke up, like really suddenly, and I was thinking, wow, what was that about? The main emphasis seemed to be that everybody's expectant of something, no matter who they are. But he was saying the same thing that what they're waiting for is really the wrath of God. That's what he was saying to me. And the first thing that I done was I went onto YouTube, onto Google, and I typed in, why are the world's elite, and I just put buying, and it came up, underground bunkers, fallout shelters. And at the time that I'd done that, it came up. There was just lots of articles. There was like articles in mainstream newspapers saying, world's elite buy themselves, and I was kind of thinking, wow, this is really happening. This is really going on. I thought they really are doing this. I didn't really realise to the extent. I knew there's preppers and there's people like that are worried about Armageddon, but I didn't realise that people that are more prudent with their money or whatever, people that are like big hitters in the world are actually taking it seriously. It just kind of really struck me. And they're spending a lot of money, and it said in those articles that they are worried about environmental disasters, economic collapse, and civil disorder. They're kind of worried about it, so they're investing money in that. And I thought, well, this is unprecedented. I've never really known this to happen before. Then I was reminded of Revelation 6, where, just get it. It says, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? For the great day of his wrath is come. Now, isn't that what he was saying? He says, they're all hiding themselves away because the great day of his wrath is come. And as soon as I sort of read that, I heard the Lord say, when you see these things. And I thought, what's that again? Matthew 24. So also when you see these things, know that it is near, at the very door. That's what it says, isn't it? Matthew 24. So I've got it now. Matthew 24, I think it's 33. Yeah. So likewise, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the very door. The second coming, the day of the Lord, all that. That's what it's talking about. So he was saying that, and what he was saying to me is, you're seeing prophecy being fulfilled. That's what he was telling me. Book of Revelation, you're seeing it being fulfilled. That's what he was emphasising. That's what I was getting. So there's a double prophecy in a sense. I'm going to cut this kind of, or a double confirmation in a way. It's a bit strange at first, but this is the first bit. When about a month or so later, I was in a van, and I was, I wasn't driving. One of the other guys from work was driving. We were going past a large building, construction site with big boards and stuff like that, so you couldn't see in. And I said to him, "What are they building in there? Or what are they doing in there?" And he said, "Oh, they're building Anderson shelters." And I said, "What's Anderson shelters?" And he said, "Oh, it's those half-pipe corrugated bunker things from the Second World War." And I was like, what made you say that? And he was, as far as he was concerned, he was just having a joke. It was completely random. But I kind of thought, wow, that's pretty weird. Of all the things to say, it was just he just was making it up. He wasn't thinking. Well, subsequently, if anyone's seen the other videos I've got, there was a experience I had where the Lord spoke to me, and he told me that basically the bride's not ready, and their garments are filthy. His beloved aren't ready. But he spoke in terms of how he's coming soon, and the church needs to be spoken to. And he used the book of Revelation. He used the Laodicea passage. "Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hear my voice, I will come in to them and sup with them." And I was particularly thinking a lot about this stuff at this time. I was doing this other job in an office block. We were doing maintenance work, so there was me and these kind of labourers, worker guys in this office block. And I was really thinking about, it was one of those times, I don't know if you have them, where you're kind of going, am I completely on a wild goose chase here? Am I not really getting this information? Is he really telling me all this stuff? So they went to have lunch, and before I joined them, I went into a disabled toilet, because I could have the place to myself. And I basically prayed and said, "Lord, I really need you to let me know, are you really talking to me about the end times, and you're coming back, and all this stuff about the Laodicean church and all that? Are you really talking to me about this? Are you really telling me this? Is this really, something I'm meant to be thinking about?" I mean, like all you guys, but a lot of them, you probably, you're watching all the videos and everything else, but you're kind of thinking, is it? But is it? It's like, how near is it, and all that stuff. So I prayed this prayer, and I went back through to the canteen, and the guys are sat around. They're all just like slouching around. They're not interested in remotely in anything that I believe. It's just a bit of a joke to them. And one of the guys looks at me and says, "Gordon, Jesus is coming back. He's coming back. He's knocking at the door. He wants to come in. He wants to have a cup of tea with you." And I sort of thought, wow. I was completely shocked. And I went, what did you say that for? And he was just kind of ha ha ha, laughing. And I went, "That's the book of Revelation. That's what you just said." He basically swore at me, get lost, put politely, and said, "Oh, anyone could have said that. It's just random. It's just some words." And I was like, "No, it isn't." So God was clearly, showing his power, and he was confirming. Second time with guys that I work beside, non-believers, not ironically, but just as another interesting point, the guy that second guy, he is he's had 2 or 3 supernatural encounters. He's gone from a non-believer to believing in God in the subsequent couple of years, and he speaks about it to me a lot. And the only thing that's not happened yet is getting Jesus into the picture, but he's definitely, the Lord's got his hand on him. And so there's something to think about. And I hope this, well, either is an encouragement or it's you know, something that kind of pushes you to get right, get ready. Bless you.